38 seconds left. It was 11-2 Columbus Grove. Nice recovery by Colonel Crawford. It's a 2-point game nearing the end of the first quarter. Sarka lobs it. Nesby, the finish.
Really good pass there. It almost looked like she was shooting it. That's how good of a fake it was. And, you know, again, backside help wasn't there. An easy 2 for Nesby.
Double team. They get it down low to Holt. 5 to go in the quarter. Too hard on the bank shot. Rebound pulled down by Columbus Grove, and that'll do it. Britt Calvelage, 6 points and a board in the first quarter in Columbus Grove. The defending state champs, they have a 15-11 lead. We'll get second quarter play-by-play going when we come right back after this timeout on the OH Report.
We are CB Electrical, your local experts for safe and reliable electrical solutions. Whether it's summer, spring, winter, or fall, we've seen and done it all. Every service call, big or small, our expert efforts all stand tall. That's why at CB Electrical, we live by the motto, if it's a circuit, we can work it. Call to schedule service or request a quote online. Find us on Facebook, Google, and cbelectricohio.com.
Well, on we go to the second quarter. It'll be Colonel Crawford ball on the restart. 15-11, Columbus Grove leading the Colonel Crawford Eagles. District final, that one thrown up for grabs. Redmond runs it down. Knocked out of her hands and out of bounds. I think the Bulldogs were lobbying for the possession. They say no. Colonel Crawford keeps it on the sideline. Redmond stays in. And she'll throw it into Plesac.
Yeah, so Amon's out now for Crawford. They go to a little bit smaller lineup with Powers kind of playing the 5 or the post position. Almost lost it there.
Powers recovers after having it knocked away. Duray to Redmond, and now to Powers at the elbow. Blocked by Nesby. They got her on the foul. That'll be her first. Team's first of the quarter. 7:23 to go, second quarter. Afternoon action here, district final. Winner will move on to play a regional semifinal at Bluffton University as Powers makes the first. She has 3 points.
Yeah, kind of a fortunate break there for Crawford and an unfortunate break for Nesby. It looked like all ball from here, but Dana saw something differently from the floor. Powers goes 1 of 2 at the line. I do think Crawford's kind of found their footing here a little bit. They looked more comfortable about the last 4 minutes of that quarter.
It's a one-possession game right now. On the lane, Calvelage, the scoop shot won't go. Powers secures it. Eagles on the attack. Duray.
I love Crawford pushing in transition. The best way to beat a zone is to kind of beat it down the floor. So really good job there.
Powers no. Redmond with the rebound. It's her first bucket. She has 5 points. Powers off the run. Nesby collects it. Looking for help in the backcourt, and they throw it away. Columbus Grove with the turnover, their third. Heyman is back in now, and she replaces Plesac.
A good forced turnover there by Colonel Crawford. Make or miss, you can kind of see they're into full court man, that pressure, and just a bad outlet pass there by Nesby, and Crawford retains possession.
A kick out for Powers. Nice jump stop and the finish. Sophomore has 5.
Yeah, Nesby kind of let that one go since she has the 1 foul, so didn't really contest that Powers layup. So something for Crawford to be mindful of. Keep kind of attacking her if she's going to be a little passive now defensively.
Kendall Paulty out front. 1-point game. Columbus Grove. Calveledge. This is Fortman with it. Sarka. Good ball movement here by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and good defense by the Eagles. So I don't know if Grove wants to be this patient, but Crawford's kind of forcing him to be.
Almost stolen away, certainly broken up there by Sailor Holt. Some more subs coming in. Looks like Allison Thompson checks back in. Sage Benroth back in. Both teams play around 8 players, maybe 8 to 9. Thompson surveys the defense, goes to Calveledge. Paulty absorbs the contact, sinks the shot. Kendall Paulty and one opportunity. She has 5 points. 17-14. Foul against Redmond, her first.
Yeah, and that's a really good take. You know, both the guards, Calveledge and Paulty here, 2 really good takes. Again, not consecutively, but they look strong when they put the ball on the deck.
They leave one on the table. 3rd rebound for Robin Amon, the junior. Still a 1-possession game. Columbus Grove up by 3. Plenty of time left in the second quarter. Ball knocked away and a reach-in foul. They got Sage Benroth on the foul. 23 for Powers on Wednesday. She had help. Amon had 17 in that game against Crestview, and Sailor Holt had 10.
Yeah, so 50 between the 3 of them. That's pretty good balanced scoring and a lethal attack.
3 ball, right corner, bingo. Lila Plesac, her first basket. We are tied 17 apiece. Nesby helps out in the backcourt. Paulty almost lost it. Benroth has a double team going, and they're on the floor for it. Eventually the tie-up is called, and I believe that will favor Columbus Grove. Well, I don't think we would have expected this after that 11-2 start.
No, listen, Crawford's done a really good job of settling in here. And, you know, as they've made some shots and worked themselves into it, it's kind of energized their defense. The last couple possessions, almost a near turnover force there. And they almost had a 10-second call in the backcourt. So definitely has instilled some confidence in Colonel Crawford after the, you know, the first couple minutes, kind of the jitters kind of settled.
Paulty tries to force the action, kicks it out. Sarka guarded by Holt. Crowd getting into it on every possession, and Colonel Crawford forces the 5-second call. They'll get the ball back on the turnover. 4:32 to go here in the second quarter. It is the district final.
Yeah, good possession there by Sailor Holt. She almost had the near turnover. That was a jump ball, and then she did force the turnover there. So 2 really good sequences of possessions there for Sailor.
Powers looks for an opening. Reese Redmond. Now Holt for Colonel Crawford. They have won 13 in a row. Powers trying to step through, blocked by Nesby. Jumper on the way in transition, good.
Listen, that's a tough pull-up jumper. If you're going full speed, 2-foot jump stop from the elbow, that's a really difficult shot.
Paulty, all Northwest Conference first team. She now has 7. The senior averaging 10 a game. Amon off the glass, won't go. And a team rebound will go to Columbus Grove. Well, maybe it's going to stay Colonel Crawford. I think it was Sarka, might have been on the inline when she touched the ball. Lily Alberti is checked in for Colonel Crawford. She wears number 14. She has the ball on the inbounds and gets it to Powers.
Yeah, good break there for the Eagles to be able to, like you said, that team rebound.
Isak bounces it into Amon. She's trapped underneath. Ball was knocked down. She got it back. Powers. Alberti somehow got it to Powers through traffic. Crawford scrambling here, and finally a foul is called. Columbus Grove on the cusp almost that entire possession of forcing a turnover.
Literally almost the entire possession, and they pick up a foul call and Crawford gets a chance to reset here, but they almost had one. Nesby's being a little handsy, and I'm surprised by the aggression that she's kind of showing with the one foul, because 2 would almost likely send her to the bench for the remainder of the half. So something to keep an eye on there.
Third team foul. That one went against Sarka. 19-17 Bulldogs. Bounce pass Amon. Nice delivery. Layup won't go. Rebound to Plesac, and then she is fouled. Let's see who they got on the personal. There were a couple of Bulldogs in the area. Then Calvelich picks up her second foul. Team foul number 4, non-shooting foul, but the next one will mean free throws.
Yeah, we kind of talked about in a little bit of the break that Grove appears to be a little bit more physical in the last, minute and a half, 2 minutes. Actually, this whole quarter, they've almost been a little bit too physical, like you said, with 4 team fouls.
Amon from Powers. Robin Amon with 4.
Good take there by Emmi Powers to kind of split the seam, force Nesby to step up, and a little underhand shuffle pass to Amon for an easy 2.
19-19. 3-ball on the way, knocked down by Allison Thompson. So it was not tied very long. 22-19 now. Columbus Grove back up by 3 in a tight first half here in the district final. Powers muscles it up. Hung on the rim, wouldn't go, but she'll go to the line for 2 shots. It's like Sage Benroth was guilty of the foul. That is her second. Team foul number 5. That's a shooting foul anyway. 89 Holmes bringing you our free throw line this afternoon.
Colonel Crawford's doing a really good job of getting the ball to the high post. That is the weakness of this 2-3 zone for Columbus Grove. They're really extended. They're kind of leaving the high post, the free throw line area open, and Crawford's doing a really good job of making it a focus to get the ball there.
It stays 22-19 with the misses from the line. Paulty hands it off to Allison Thompson. Calvelich finds herself under the bucket, misses. Got her own miss. The putback counts. She's fouled. 3-point opportunity for Bryn Calvelich.
Yeah, huge offensive rebound there by Calvelich and the stick back. I really like her game so far. Just an unfortunate break for Colonel Crawford as they had to stop, and she just rebounded her own miss.
Called Powers on the foul, her second. And a timeout taken by Columbus Grove. That's the first for Brian Schrader. These coaches, very accomplished. Brian Schrader in his 13th year. He's a Columbus Grove alum. Meanwhile, Zach Bauer, Abram, a Winford graduate, attended college at Bluffton University. Zach's grandfather, Jim Bauer, is a Hall of Fame coach who coached Holmes Liberty High School back in the 1960s and later was the first coach at Winford, won 197 games, and then became the Winford AD for 20 years. He's a legend. Jim Bauer is the grandfather, late grandfather of Zach Bauer, so quite a basketball line in the family.
No, it's a big basketball family, and David, for what it's worth, Zach's brother Brett had the privilege of living with me for 4 years in college, so I know Zach and their family really well, and it is a very rich tradition, and basketball has been engraved in their blood since the beginning of time.
Now, has he recovered from that experience?
Yeah, he's recovered. He's recovered.
1:38 to go. We're in the second quarter here. Calvillage completed the three-point play, so she has 9 points for Columbus Grove. It's back to a 6-point lead now after it was tied. Danger zone there. Dure picks up the loose ball. One thing about it, the Bulldogs have been true to this 2-3 zone. They're committed to it.
No, again, they're kind of like the old Syracuse Jim Boeheim. This is what they do. They are 2-3 zone all day. And something to note, Calvillage goes to the bench probably for the end of this quarter as she has 2 fouls. So Coach Schrader have a good awareness here for her not to pick up her third late in the half.
Powers on the bench too for Colonel Crawford with 2. Amon again. Crawford scrambling all over the place, somehow keeping the basketball, and then Amon got fouled, and it does go against Nesby with 47 seconds left.
And, you know, Coach Schrader doesn't like that call, but she did bring her arm down as she kind of went to shoot it, and that's going to be a call almost every single time, regardless if it was all ball or not.
Colonel Crawford cold from the foul line. They are a 63% foul shooting team on the year, but have missed a few here in this first half. 25-19. This is that one as well. Nesby, the rebound, that's her third. She has 6 points, 3 rebounds, less than a minute to go here in quarter 2.
Yeah, and you would think Grove would kind of hold here for the last shot. Crawford sending trap all over. You got to be mindful to not give up a layup as you're scrambling here.
Fortman and Paulty open. Got a friendly roll. Paulty, 10. 28-19, a late surge here for Columbus Grove in the final stages of the second quarter. Jump stop Dure, 12-footer good. They needed that one desperately.
Good answer there by Dure. 4 on the clock.
Paulty, a long 3 at the buzzer, short. I don't think it would have counted had it gone. 28-21. Columbus Grove leading it by 7 here at halftime. They only allowed 6 points in that second quarter while scoring 17. And so the lead is 7. Thoughts, Abram, as they head to the locker room?
Well, one thing to quickly note, that basket there by Lexi Dure to finish the half is way bigger than just 2 points. I mean, they had extended it to 9 to cut it to 7 there, you know, quickly after the friendly bounce here by Pulte, and it felt like Grove was so something to kind of take away there. Foul trouble is something that kind of concerns me if you're Grove. Nesby second and Calvage having second or 2 fouls in the half. Those have kind of been the key elements of their offense. So something for me to kind of, or for anybody to kind of keep an eye on there as we move towards the second half.
Actually, second quarter went to Columbus Grove 13-10. So they gave up 10 points. Still a pretty good defensive effort in that second quarter.
No, it really was. And, you know, you had kind of noted, too, as Amon was shooting free throws there. Crawford just 1 of 6 from the free throw line. Fortunately for them, Grove hasn't been much better, just 1 of 4. So, again, if Crawford's going to kind of keep getting there, you know, even to get to 50% would be huge just to be able to capitalize on some freebies, if you will.
Leading scorers in the first half, 10 points, Kendall Paulty for Columbus Grove, 5, Emmi Powers at halftime for Colonel Crawford. We'll take this time out. Our halftime show is coming up. We'll have more from Shelby High School, this district final Saturday afternoon. In just a moment, you're watching High School Hoops on the OH Report.
We are CB Electrical, your local experts for safe and reliable electrical solutions. Whether it's summer, spring, winter, or fall, we've seen and done it all. Every service call, big or small, our expert efforts all stand tall. That's why at CB Electrical, we live by the motto, if it's a circuit, we can work it. Call to schedule service or request a quote online. Find us on Facebook, Google, and cbelectricohio.com.
I'm Steve Krall, president of First Federal Community Bank. And here at First Federal Community Bank, our playbook consists of the 3 C's: care, curiosity, and courage. Just like your team, our 3 C's strengthen our communities and our team here at First Federal Community Bank. On behalf of our team here at First Federal, we want to wish all of our area teams and coaches the best of luck this season. Yes!
Running a small business isn't easy. Between work, family, and everything else, there's just not enough time in the day. Websites, Google, reviews, it all matters, but it shouldn't slow you down. That's where TMS Plus comes in. We make digital marketing easy, affordable, and effective. We handle your website, your Google business profile, listings, and online reputation, so customers can find you and trust you. That means less time chasing screens and more time focusing on what really matters: your family, your customers, you business. Sign up for TMS Plus Digital Essentials today and get a free 1-month half-page ad in Town Money Saver magazine. Consultation and design included. TMS Plus. Easy, affordable, effective.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters, because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule, and it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
start of the third quarter. Burkhart Farm Center, farmers serving farmers. 28-21, Columbus Grove, the defending state champs, with a 7-point lead. Colonel Crawford hanging tight, looking for a regional semifinal appearance. Check those numbers here, Abram. We're going to look at them on our screen. What jumps off the page to you?
You know, two things. The free throws are concerning for both teams. In the two-pointers made, I really like Pulte and Calvage's ability to put the ball on the deck and score for Grove. I thought they've kind of been the aggressors so far. You know, in the turnover battle, too, even though Crawford has more turnovers, I think the second quarter was drastically better. They had 5 right away and really did a much better job of taking care of the ball the back half of the first quarter and the entire second quarter. But other than that, it's been pretty evenly matched.
As we mentioned before the break, 10 points for Kendall Pulte. She leads all scores, 9 for Calvage. And Colonel Crawford led by the 5 points of Emmi Powers, 4 for Robin Amon. I want to thank all of our great sponsors on today's broadcast. First Federal Community Bank, as well as Baker's Pizza. They'll be bringing us our MVP interview after the game. All of our free throws today brought to you by 89 Homes and Building Improvements. Replays today from Old 30 Barbecue, which reminds me I'll be hungry after this game today.
Yeah, that sounds awesome right now, actually.
All right, we're ready to go. It'll be Colonel Crawford ball on the restart. And one thing about it that stood out in that first half, Abram, it just seemed like Columbus Grove at times had Colonel Crawford on skates, knocking the ball away, altering passes, just being very disruptive. They are right now as well.
Disruptive is a great word for that, and we don't track deflections, but if we did, I'll bet it's in double figures. They've made things really tough for the Eagles.
And then to their credit, Colonel Crawford has kind of managed to hang in there under duress on a lot of these possessions, and right there, nearly an over and back violation, but a nice save. And it turns into a jumper. That's a 2 from the corner, but case in point, Dure knocks down the shot after they were really scrambling. It was a near turnover, and it turns into 2.
No, really good hustle play there by Plesac. I mean, all she did was kind of throw it towards her basket, and again, a fortunate bounce, and Dure picks it up and knocks it in.
Nice take to the hoop by Allison Thompson. She knocks it in for her 5th point. Just like that, back to a 7-point lead, 30-23.
And every time Crawford scores, it feels like Grove has an answer right back. And again, a point of emphasis you can maybe see for Crawford is to continue to attack Nesby. Dure unfortunately travels there, but they're looking to get that 3rd foul and try to send her to the bench.
They'll have to hurry now to get it ahead. Thompson starts up court. They beat the 10-second call, and they step on the sideline. So that was Portman who ran out of real estate there. Only the 5th turnover against Columbus Grove. These teams have combined for 43 wins on the year. They have been vanquished precious few times. For Colonel Crawford, their 3rd straight trip to the district final. They have been dispatched by Margaretta the last 2 years. So. That one off the mark, and Nesby has the rebound. It's her 4th. Outlet pass goes to Pulte. Takeaway is ripped away. Stolen away by Powers. And got fouled. They'll go to the line for 2 shots. So they'll make her earn it at the foul line. They got Allison Thompson on the foul, but you see it right here on our replay, just the rip away. This is the first, one more coming, 7-point game. It was 11-2 as Columbus Grove raced out to the early lead. Colonel Crawford battled back to the second tie at 19-19.
Yeah,
2 missed foul shots there.
Yeah, Emmi Powers is 0 for 6 from the free throw line, and she's frustrated with herself. And, you know, in a situation in a game like this, you got to remain positive. The next one's going in. That's the only thing that you can think. So,
oh, remember Zach Bauer's keys, live in the moment. Don't worry about what's happened.
That's behind us now, and you can't predict the future. So she's got to keep attacking the basket. That's important for them to have a chance to come back here.
Pulte in and out, but there's Nesby. Good position.
Yeah, good position. And again, Crawford is fronting Nesby, so when a shot goes up, Amon's on the front side. And when she turns, you know, Nesby's got inside position and was able to just put that back with nobody in front of her.
Great save there by Lexi Dure. Thompson jump stop. Nice delivery, but a block. Amon went up for the shot. Nesby swatted it away.
Yeah, really good block there by Nesby. Never even left her feet. A great drive and a dump off by Powers, but just a good recovery by Nesby. You know, Calvage for Grove could almost get called for a travel every time that she catches the ball. She's kind of got a little hop to her step.
That's Pulte. Got right inside. Timeout taken here by Zach Bauer. Kendall Pulte now with 12 points. If you let her get that close to the basket, she will sink that mid-range shot.
No, listen, she's really good. The guards for Grove are really in attack mode. You know, Thompson, Pulte, and Calvage, all three of them have kind of really done a good job of, you know, attacking the basket for the Bulldogs.
89 Homes and Building Improvements bringing you our timeouts. 2 will be left now for Colonel Crawford. And Brian Schrader has 4 timeouts at his disposal. 34-23, 11-point lead. And I'm looking back now at the running score here, Abram. I think this is indeed the largest lead of the game for Columbus Grove. The bracket for the winner of this game will have them playing either Wayne Trace or Patrick Henry, 2 very high-seeded teams. And that regional semifinal will be at Bluffton University on Thursday, March 5th. Final day of February here.
Yeah, and something to note, one of Grove's losses is to Patrick Henry, who's 20-3 overall. I think they would be the slight favorite in that game.
Nesby with the takeaway. Stepped in the passing lane.
And quickly in transition.
Calvage get the offense set up. Almost halfway through the third quarter here in Shelby. District final in Division 6. Kendall Pulte swings it up top. Bryn Calvage. She will start toward the bucket. Got bumped. Benroth for 3. No. Nesby and Powers lock up. And a jump ball was called. It will favor Columbus Grove.
Listen, great rebound there. I mean, I give the rebound to Powers, and Nesby kind of tied her up. But I talked in the pregame of how she kind of plays bigger than what she is. You know, she'll be a scholarship level player, probably at the D2 level, Emmi Powers, when it's all said and done. So really impressed with her as just a sophomore.
Nesby backs in, scores over Powers. She's in double figures now, 10 points. 36-23. This is a timely run for Columbus Grove, and they are widening the margin here in this district final. Sailor Holt, top of the key for Colonel Crawford. They're out of the Northern 10 Conference, where they were 13-1. They did not lose on their home court this year. Different story, though, in the playoffs. And Powers draws the foul.
Columbus Grove's defense is just so good. This 2-3 zone, again, this is the staple of Brian Schroeder. But if you run this every single day as your base defense for years and years and years, you become so good at it. And not many teams play 2-3 zone this far extended like Grove does. And right now, it's just giving Crawford kind of fits.
They steal it. Pulte came up with the steal. That was Thompson who got blocked.
Good recovery there by Reese Redmond to make sure you don't give up an easy two despite the turnover. Able to give a chance for your defense to be set up here.
13-point lead, 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Nesby gives it up. Paulty now top of the key. Thompson finds Paulty in the drive on the baseline. Got it right to the left side. Banks it home.
Listen, the initial drive there by Thompson and the kick out forces a long closeout. She came out a little bit too high. And Paulty shot fake, drive by, easy two.
That bucket by Sailor Holt stops a 10-0 run for Columbus Grove. Cuts the deficit back to 13. And a foul in the backcourt on the illegal screen. I think they got Nesby.
Yeah, and it's a great call. She kind of moved into her. Setting a screen in the backcourt, you're trying to free up your ball handler, but it's just tough to do because everybody's moving, and more oftentimes than not, you get that call than anything else. See if Crawford can take advantage of the turnover here and maybe get a little run for themselves.
Powers up top. She'll direct traffic. Amon works her way down low and then throws it away. A ball was tipped first by Lydia Sarka and then off of Dure. 11 turnovers against Colonel Crawford. Really still time to make a run here, Abram, but Colonel Crawford can ill afford very many more empty possessions. They've got to cash in.
No, especially when they force turnovers, you got to be able to convert on the other end. He's going to get a 10-second call. Oh, Schrader noted where they were at in the count. Unfortunately, gets a timeout just in time.
We'll take the timeout here. We're in the third quarter at the 2-minute warning, 38-25. It really is interesting to watch the tournament unfold here as you get into the later rounds in a district final, and then certainly when we go to regionals, we look at some highlights here that we've seen already today. The competition and the atmosphere, it all just ratchets up. And it's the teams that can handle that. They are the ones that will likely prevail. We've seen a number of Columbus Grove players contribute, including this young lady right here, Nicole Nesby. She's up to 10 points in the game.
Yeah, and that highlight right there, a traditional post move. And I think you had it in your notes. Those were actually Coach Schrader's words of, you know, two kind of power dribbles, gets the defender to be on the left shoulder, spun back to the baseline, able to use her left hand off glass. You know, so again, this foul that just took place in the backcourt is Nesby's third. So something to kind of monitor there. I mean, she's going to sit down, so she's off the floor. You would think that these last 2 minutes of the quarter, she's going to get a little bit of a breather. Maybe Crawford try to generate a turnover and get some points in transition while she's on the bench.
Back to action here. Columbus Grove with the ball in a 13-point lead. Late stages of the third quarter. Thompson had it knocked away. It will stay Columbus Grove ball. Powers thought the Bulldogs touched it last.
Yeah, Grove can afford to be really patient here. A minute 45 in the third, a 13-point lead. I'm thinking nothing here but a layup. And
not hurt Brian Schrader's feelings to take a little air out of the ball here, but why not if you can get the bucket? Brent Calveledge, another drive to the bucket. She has 11 points. Powers triple teamed. Dure came to help out. It is a 15-point Columbus Grove lead, the defending state champs. Coming on the road here to Shelby for this district final. Powers draws the foul. Lydia Sarka picks up the foul. She's just a freshman.
yeah, interesting. I think even Coach Bauer made the travel motion like he thought it was going to be a travel, and Emmi Powers is at the free throw line here. And able to sink that one. So we kind of talked about it earlier, just kind of put it in the past. Maybe the first one goes, maybe you get her going, keep her in attack mode here offensively.
She has 6 on the day, the sophomore first-team all-district player. 7 for Emmi Powers. 40-27. It was a 7-point lead at halftime for Columbus Grove, so they have extended it here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Crawford's got to get stops. They can't trade baskets at this point in the game. Good start there as a block by Emmi Powers.
It will go to Colonel Crawford there on the jump ball call. Robin Amon checks in, and Plesac gets a breather. 49.8 seconds left, third quarter. District final. If you joined us late, Columbus Grove has really been in control of this game throughout. Couple of ties. Powers blocked, got her own block shot, then lost it on the way up. It was taken away by Sarka.
And Grove's got numbers here.
Jumper corner. Yes. Portman knocks down the corner pocket 3.
That's textbook transition offense. She sprint to the corner, spaced out the defense. Huge shot by Fortman there.
Reese Redmond in the paint, threw it up, partially blocked. Robin Amon muscles it up, no. And the rebound to Fortman. And she's fouled in the backcourt. So at least Fortman a 3 and a rebound. 6.4 seconds left. Columbus Grove will have the ball. Foul win against Redmond. That's her second foul. We'll see if they can go the length of the court and line up a shot. Benroth's going to take the ball out.
Yeah, and if you're Grove here, all you got to do is, you don't got to get a shot, just get it in. Don't turn it over. Here we go, throwing it deep.
Allison Thompson with the catch. 5 to go in the quarter. And a foul called as Jure came in to try to wrestle the ball away, and she got the foul. That's her first team foul number 2, so not a shooting foul, but 3 seconds left.
And Nesby comes back into the game here, and Crawford sees that, puts a name in, so a little sandwich here. You want to make sure she doesn't get a touch.
Thompson to Paulty, Nesby, but they don't get the shot away. That brings us to the end of 3 quarters. Columbus Grove 43, Colonel Crawford 27. A commanding lead here of 16 points as we go to the all-important fourth quarter. We'll be back to Shelby High School to continue our coverage after this on the OH Report.
Running a small business isn't easy. Between work, family, and everything else, there's just not enough time in the day. Websites, Google, reviews, it all matters, but it shouldn't slow you down. That's where TMS Plus comes in. We make digital marketing easy, affordable, and effective. Sign up for TMS Plus Digital Essentials and get a free 1-month half-page ad in Town Money Saver magazine. TMS Plus. Easy, affordable, effective.
Well, we head into the final quarter. Some of the Colonel Crawford faithful there looking on. They're a little concerned. It's a 16-point lead, and Columbus Grove has the lead and the ball as we start the final quarter here in Shelby in this district final matchup. Calvillage with the ball. A whistle and a 5-second call. So a turnover forced, but that third quarter belonged to Columbus Grove, Abram. 15-6, they won the quarter, a lockdown defensive quarter.
No, it really was, and Crawford kind of struggled a little bit offensively, and but you're not out of the game. You're down 16. You just got to be able to get some stops, but you got to play with a little bit of pace here on offense, and it's probably going to come here with Emmi Powers.
They called a jump ball there, and it will stay Colonel Crawford ball. Powers getting beat up down there. She was lobbying for a foul.
No, but I love the aggressiveness. Unfortunately, just with that 2-3 zone, that help is there when she went to spin, and Thompson just was able to get her hands on it and tie it up. But I love the aggressive play by Powers.
This is Powers up top. Colonel Crawford has really been kind of reduced to try to making one-on-one moves. Get the ball out to Holt. Amon. High post shot, hangs on the rim, won't go. Sarka down with the rebound. And a jump ball in the backcourt. Go to Columbus Grove.
Yeah, a handful of jump balls here. And, I mean, they're accurate calls. It's just everybody's kind of been tied up here.
I want to thank Pat Lewis, the AD at Shelby High School, and all of his staff for hosting our telecast. Ball is tipped back into the backcourt, no violation. Sarka looking for Nesby, it's thrown away. Stolen away by Robin Amon.
Yeah, good hands there by Amon.
They knocked it away from her. She got the dribble back as a result, but missed the shot. Sarka, her third rebound.
Yeah, Amon just unfortunately hasn't been able to get anything going offensively. And Crawford's really dialed up the pressure here, and Coach Schrader's not thrilled about this press break or kind of his guards being able to handle the basketball. But if you're Crawford, you got to continue to keep it dialed up and give yourself as many offensive possessions as possible. Just 6 and change to go here.
One thing about it, no one has yet scored in the fourth quarter, and a minute and a half gone by. 6:34 on the clock here. The winner moves on to the regional finals, the regional semifinals, and then the loser season ends here in state tournament action. See some replays here from earlier in the game of Emmi Powers, and they have just been all over Powers every time she touches the ball. That will certainly be something that we'll talk about in our post-game show and in our MVP interview. We hope you'll stay tuned for that. Columbus Grove basketball. Defending state champs. The thing about this team, it's a little different than last year when they had Lauren Akmoudi, who really carried the offensive load. And Brian Schrader saying he was a little worried that this new group might come in complacent, but they've been anything but, and their record would indicate that, 21-3.
And one thing you got to think, and there's multiple seniors on this team of, taking the challenge to be, obviously you love Lauren as a teammate, to be like, hey, we can do this without her. We're going to kind of continue on the momentum that we built last year, and so far they've done that. I've really been impressed with them through 3 quarters so far.
Allison Thompson got around Amon. Sarka finds Pulte. Now it's Calvelage. Back out to Kendall Pulte. She's been outstanding today, 14 points. And Nesby looking for Sarka, throws it away.
It's kind of a miscue there by Nesby. She hasn't made very many, but you can see Grove being really patient on offense. They're definitely not in a hurry, to do anything or to take any ill-advised shots. They're trying to chew off as much clock as they can. And I say this every time I get a chance to call a game. I'm a proponent. I'm in favor of the shot clock in high school for things like this.
Yeah, we're on the same page. 5:25 to go. I think it'll happen. Powers inside, sinks the shot. The floater goes. She has 9 points. 43-29. Nesby gets bumped and fouled in the backcourt. Amon guilty of the personal. Team foul number 1 this quarter.
Yeah, one thing if you're Grove, I mean, we've all seen it of teams getting too complacent. I'm all in favor of, eating as much clock as you can, but you still want to run your offense. And if opportunities are there, you still got to be in attack mode, because you can become too passive and let teams kind of creep back into games.
That pass Powers saw that coming. She jumped around. Blocked. Coutledge with the block. And the loose ball picked up by Kendall Paulty.
Yeah, look at this in transition here. Emmi Powers, a good strong take, but Coutledge, a perfectly timed jump. All ball there. So saves Grove 2 points.
The jump ball will favor Colonel Crawford. That went out of bounds. You know who Colonel Crawford was by any chance? Maybe?
What's that?
Do you know who Colonel Crawford was?
No.
The real Colonel Crawford. He was an American military officer who was friends with George Washington.
I did not know that.
Powers earns a trip to the foul line. She'll go there for 2 shots. Looks like the foul was against Fortman. Things did not end very well for Colonel Crawford. You can look it up.
Maybe after this game I'll do so.
Yeah. First shot good by Powers. 10 for her. So she's in double figures in both games in the district tournament. 43-30. Number of subs coming in and out. 4:47 to go, 4th quarter, district final. Powers, no. And an offensive rebound by Lily Alberti. And now Powers for 3, way off the mark. Rebound comes clanking off, and the jump ball will go to Columbus Grove. Had that gone in, it might have changed the complexion a little bit.
No, she had a good look at it, and unfortunately just unable to connect.
Paulty.
Crawford's done a really good job, though, defensively here in the 4th to generate some turnovers and get some extra possessions.
It's urgency time right now for the Eagles, no question about that.
You can feel it. You can feel it.
Foul out front. They will get Lexi Dure on the foul. It's her 2nd. Team foul number 2. 4:18. Heyman comes in and Alberti goes out. Like Bauer entering that mode of the game of offense for defense and vice versa on some of the substitutions here.
I love the set.
Paulty down low, Nesby. Give Kendall Paulty the assist. Nesby has 12.
Yeah, really good clear out there where you kind of vacated backside help because of some false motion there by Grove and left Nesby one-on-one, and an awesome and a perfectly placed pass by Pulte gives her an easy 2. That 2 feels like 4 at this point in the game, that's for sure.
Plesac tried to split 2 defenders, ended up on the deck, and it's taken away. Sarka came up with the loose ball, gathered it in. Pulte back to Sarka. 3:25. Columbus Grove faithful starting to feel it. Thompson looking for Nesby, taken away. Robin Amon with the steal, got all the way to the bucket, missed it.
Great steal by Amon, just unable to convert there. She's just had a tough go at it. She's had a couple unlucky bounces. You know, a great steal comes to a jump stop, shot fake.
Old 30 Barbecue bringing you all the replays. Appreciate the fine work of our producer, Adam Thompson. Jeremy Peoples on our camera today. Nesby puts it up with the right hand, missed the shot, and they called a foul on Powers.
Interesting, they called a foul. She was on the floor. I don't know if she extended her foot. I don't know if we're going to get a replay here, but she kind of falls down and I don't know, David.
She was questioning it. No question about that.
Yeah, if anything, I don't know. I would have think that would have been offensive. If anything, offensive or a no call. I don't understand. I don't think that her falling down here, I don't think this affects Nesby's shot at all, but Zach Bauer had some words with the official, looking for some explanation there.
Nesby knocks down both. She has 14 points. 47-30. It's a 17-point largest lead of the game for Columbus Grove. Redmond feeds Holt. And the rebound to Nesby. Amon forced the tie-up.
There's been more jump balls in this half than I think I've seen all year. I mean, I don't know, what do we have, 6, 7, 8?
Crazy.
And they're all the right calls. Both teams are just being aggressive and, not taking no for an answer when there's a rebound and both people have hands on it, but it seems like an abnormal amount.
Sailor Holt off the dribble, won't go. Sarka down with her 4th rebound. Nesby finds Calvalich, who's been outstanding with 11 points in the game. Allison Thompson weaves through traffic, 2:15 and counting.
I love the patience by Grove and the awareness of not forcing the envelope. Anytime they don't have numbers, they're pulling it back out. You can tell they played in a lot of close games, whether it be this year or last year, just playing like a bunch of seniors, right? That have, 60, 70, 80 varsity games under their belt.
Awareness of time and score, right, Coach?
Time and score, coaching, give Coach Schrader a lot of credit there. Situational, type deals in practice to be able to kind of work through this stuff, but really impressed with their clock management here in the 4th.
2 minutes left in regulation play. 2 minutes left.
Pulte out front. Powers trying to harass the ball. 47-30, Columbus Grove. Powers dislodged it, came up with the steal, and then a timeout taken by Zach Bauer. Turnover number 13 against Columbus Grove. 1:46 to go, an uphill climb here for Colonel Crawford. Their 13-game winning streak on the line. Their losses to Willard and to Carey. It was a great start for Columbus Grove. They've really never looked back. You had a couple ties there midway through the 2nd quarter. The last tie we had, Abram, was 19-19.
Well, kind of the play that I think changed the outcome, maybe not the outcome, the momentum in the game is Pulte hit a 3 in the 2nd quarter that used every bit of the rim and kind of pushed the lead, I think, to 6. And it felt like from that point on, it's really been all Columbus Grove. I mean, Crawford had a couple punches there in the 2nd quarter, but...
Free ball there by Powers.
Emmi Powers says she's not done yet, though. She's not ready for her season to end.
47-33, long pass up court. Sarka to Nesby, right under the bucket. Easy finish for the senior. She has Sweet 16. (49-33), just over a minute to go. Playing out the string here at Shelby. Columbus Grove moving on. Their dream of back-to-back state titles still alive. Amon, no, got her own miss, and then fouled. 59 seconds left. Lydia Sarka, her 3rd foul. 2 accomplished teams meeting here in the district final. Get to this juncture in these tournament games where you go into it knowing one team is going to win, one team is going to lose, but there's the 2nd shot, good. 1 out of 2 there. Amon has 5. You hate to see one of these teams lose, Abram, but it doesn't really detract from the type of season they've had. Only one team ends up winning it all.
No, you're right. And, you know, this kind of goes to show, and you give credit to Grove for last year, but to win a state championship is, man, it is so difficult. It is so difficult. And, you know, for Coach Bauer and his group, they only have 2 seniors on their roster, and a good portion of their core is in Amon and Powers. You know, Redmond just being a freshman, they're going to be good for a couple years, man. So, you know, you take this as a learning experience, and you think about that all offseason. You know, we had a couple losses in the regionals, and those were just things that next summer that we've continued to preach and pound into our kids. It's like, remember that feeling. Remember that feeling in the locker room. And it does stink, but you got to use it as motivation. You got to use that as your why.
Well, we have at least one more jump ball there to add to the ledger. 37 and counting. 49-34. Nesby. Back out to Calvelage. Full post-game show coming up with post-game reaction. 20 seconds left. Grove just spreading it out here. I don't think they'll try another shot. Bulldogs fans rising here at Shelby. Only a few more ticks. And Grove off to the regional round. It's a final. Bulldogs win. A 15-point victory. 49-34 over the Colonel Crawford Eagles. This Division VI district final in the books. Impressive effort by the Bulldogs, Abram.
No, listen, it was a great game. And, I mean, Columbus Grove is good, and they were just kind of physical from the get-go. I love Crawford's ability, though. They took that first punch. They were down 11-2. And, you know, Reese Redmond came off the bench, a reverse layup in the 3, and, you know, they showed a ton of fight, man, and they were aggressive. You know, the jump balls and everything here in the second half. They never backed down. You know, Columbus Grove obviously is a defending state champion for a reason. They got a really nice club, but, you know, Crawford has no reason to kind of hang their hat despite the loss here this afternoon.
All right, that's the play-by-play portion of our broadcast. They are about to hand out the district hardware. The Columbus Grove Bulldogs have won by a score of 49-34. We will stick around here and cover the presentations of the trophies to the runner-up and district champions. We'll, of course, have a complete look at the final numbers and the individual scoring as well. See Pat Lewis and his staff there getting the medals and the trophies ready. And we'll listen in to the announcements for all of the players who will come up and be honored for making it to this district championship round.
I think so. I think so.
Emmi Powers. We're using that mic now. You guys are going to
All those other games are like 1-point games.
Number 11, Robin Heyman. I don't know why I'm still getting it. Maybe you're just really loud. Number 12, Lily Pierce. Really picking up my spot. Number 14, Lily Allerton.
Yeah, I'll get checked for a second. What did you say? I was wondering why we were doing this. I thought we were booming somehow into that. 26.
21, Elizabeth Amon. Number 22, Reese Rendon.
Yeah, either one.
24, Joseph Smith. Number 32, Sophie Allen. Our player, Lady Rush. Stepping on the court, assistant coaches Jenna Maddie, Ben Holtz, Jordan Shell, and ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for head coach Mr. Zach Bauer. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention. Center court.
I got one more.
Where Columbus Grove Principal Jan Frank Renville and
You are very welcome, guys.
2026 Division 6 Championship.
What's the name? 21. Okay.
Players, when your name is called, please step forward to be recognized. Number 2, Bryn Calvelin. Number 3, Ryan Bitterball. 4, Elise Portman. Number 5, Emmi Powers. Number 10, Sage Bedrock. Number 11, Lynn Mayberry. Number 12, Lydia Sarka. Number 13, Leah Whitmer. Number 14, Allison Thompson. Number 15, Carly Weissenberger. Number 21, Kendall Paulson. 22, Ella Schroeder. Number 23, Nicole Nesby. 24, Anna Broadwell.
How many points did she have?
25, Mia Schroeder. And ladies and gentlemen, assistant coach Harry Weissenberger, Drew Laura, Matt Meyer-Holtz. And one big round of applause for head coach Mr. Brian Schroeder.
That's all I need it for. We need push that in. I just want to tell him. Oh, gotcha.
We're going to ask that the team captains come forward for Columbus Grove for the presentation of the team trophy. Come on, folks, coming to the net, number 23, Nicole Nesby. Next we have number 21, Kendall Paulson.
Patrick Henry has a lot of players when he makes it defensively play. They're both players going to Finland.
Next up to get a little small piece of the net is senior number 14, Allison Thompson.
Well, Patrick Henry beat him by 15. What is that game? Probably next
player. Number 4, she's a senior, Lee Sportman. Next we have number 3, senior Maya Beerhall. Next is junior number 10, Sage Bedrock.
We had some parents do it for a regional game. They really went to state. I'm like, dude, you guys are nuts. For a regional final, you think we're that confident? Those bad juju on me. Yeah. Don't tell me. Don't show me.
Number 2, Ren Calvilage.
I like her. I thought she was really good.
Next up is freshman number 12, Lydia Sarka. Next we have number 22, she's a sophomore, Ella Schroeder.
No, we got that sound from the announcer right now. I got a little music to make sure Queen doesn't get us kicked off. You're welcome. We just kind of patiently waiting. Just think about those 2 fillet of fish you're going to get on the way home.
Next we have number 24, freshman Anna Rockwell. Next we have number 22, sophomore Ella Schroeder. Number 13, sophomore Leah Whitmore.
Oh no. Oh, it's down. Coming on. Yeah, go for it.
All right, we hope you've been enjoying some of the here at Shelby High School as Columbus Grove celebrates a district championship with a 49-34 victory over Colonel Crawford. We'll take this time out, hear from our sponsors, and we'll continue on our postgame show when we come right back in just a moment. You're watching high school basketball on the OH Report.
We are CB Electrical, your local experts for safe and reliable electrical solutions. Whether it's summer, spring, winter, or fall, we've seen and done it all. Every service call, big or small, our expert efforts all stand tall. That's why at CB Electrical, we live by the motto, if it's a circuit, we can work it. Call to schedule service or request a quote online. Find us on Facebook, Google, and cbelectricohio.com.
I'm Steve Krall, president of First Federal Community Bank. And here at First Federal Community Bank, our playbook consists of the 3 C's: care, curiosity, and courage. Just like your team, our 3 C's strengthen our communities and our team here at First Federal Community Bank. On behalf of our team here at First Federal, we want to wish all of our area teams and coaches the best of luck this season. Yes!
Running a small business isn't easy. Between work, family, and everything else, there's just not enough time in the day. Websites, Google, reviews, it all matters, but it shouldn't slow you down. That's where TMS Plus comes in. We make digital marketing easy, affordable, and effective. We handle your website, your Google business profile, listings, and online reputation, so customers can find you and trust you. That means less time chasing screens and more time focusing on what really matters: your family, your customers, you business. Sign up for TMS Plus Digital Essentials today and get a free 1-month half-page ad in Town Money Saver magazine. Consultation and design included. TMS Plus. Easy, affordable, effective.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters, because every game tells a story. And those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere, on your schedule. And it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
Courtside here at Shelby High School, Burgart Farm Center, bringing you our post-game report. 49-34, Columbus Grove wins it. They are the district champs in Division 6. They move on to a regional semifinal against either Wayne Trace or Patrick Henry. That will be at Bluffton University next Thursday, the 5th of March. So congratulations to the Bulldogs. Brian Schrader played 7 today, 5 scored, 3 in double figures. Bryn Calvelage with 11 points. Elise Fortman had 3. She had a big 3 in the second half to help widen out the margin. Sage Benroth played, had 1 rebound, did not score. Lydia Sarka off the bench, 4 boards. Allison Thompson scored 5. Kendall Pulte, 14 points and 3 rebounds. And Nicole Nesby with 16 points. I had Nesby for 6 rebounds in the game. A terrific showing for the senior post player, 16.6 boards. For Colonel Crawford, Zach Bauer played 7, 6 scored, 1 in double figures. That was Emmi Powers, who finished with 13 points, just a sophomore. 2 big years left in the career of Emmi Powers. She has great times ahead, no question about that. Very talented, all-district player, 13 to lead the way for the Eagles. Sailor Holt had 4. Lila Plesac, 3 points. Robin Amon, the first-team all-district player and conference co-player of the year, she was held to just 5 points in the ball game, grabbed 5 boards. Lily Alberti, 1 rebound in the game. Lexi Dure, 4 points in her final high school game. And Reese Redmond had 5 points and a rebound for Colonel Crawford. So again, the leading scorers in the ball game: Nicole Nesby, 16 for Columbus Grove. Emmi Powers, 13 for Colonel Crawford. We're looking at the team stats here on the screen. Abram Capel is with us. Thoughts on the final numbers? Columbus Grove with the dominant performance.
Yeah, Grove was really tough from the get-go. I mean, the things that kind of jump out if you look at the stats here, the 18 twos to just the 8 made. I thought the guards were really efficient for Grove. I would love to see their shooting percentage. I don't feel like they missed very many shots. Really impressed with Thompson, Calvidge, and Pulte, those 3, and obviously Nesby is, the kind of the catalyst and the anchor in there that makes their job really easy. But listen, those 4 are tough, and they're scrappy. And what they do defensively, man, they're going to be a tough out in that regional. And that's a loaded regional. Looks like Ottawa Hills beat New London, Margaretta beat Winford, and probably Patrick Henry in that other game. So that's 4 really good teams up there in that regional. But I mean, it's going to take a special night to knock off Columbus Grove.
So the Bulldogs improved to 22-3. Colonel Crawford ends their campaign at 22-3 as well. We're going to take a break here. Kendall Pulte will join us on our MVP portion of our postgame show when we come right back in just a second on the OH Report.
We are CB Electrical, your local experts for safe and reliable electrical solutions. Whether it's summer, spring, winter, or fall, we've seen and done it all. Every service call, big or small, our expert efforts all stand tall. That's why at CB Electrical, we live by the motto, if it's a circuit, we can work it. Call to schedule service or request a quote online. Find us on Facebook, Google, and cbelectricohio.com.
Time for our MVP player of the game. It's brought to you today by our friends at Baker's Pizza. And we're joined courtside here by Kendall Pulte, the senior guard of the Columbus Grove Bulldogs. They win today by a score of 49-34. Kendall, 14 points, 3 rebounds. We really felt you had an all-around great game. You played a smart game today, had some assists as well. You're just another round in the tournament, but you guys have gotten used to survive in advance. So you've taken the nets down. You've got your medal. Just how is it all sinking in right now? Another district championship.
It feels great. We're just taking it step by step. We hope to get as far as we did last year, but we have to put a lot more work in. And yeah.
You guys got off to a great start today, Kendall, 11-2, and like we all expected, Crawford fought their way back into the ball game. But what did you think the turning point was kind of early that helped you guys get off to the great start?
I just thought we had good intensity, and we were playing hard on defense. We didn't rebound very well our past game, so we definitely tried to hit hard on that today, and I thought we did a good job with that.
I know Brian was talking during the week about just trying to prepare to handle the defensive pressure that Crawford brings to the table, both in the half court and the full court. What was the preparation like during the week, and how did you feel you executed today?
Oh, well, it was a little bit of a rough week, yeah. We had our JV girls work as hard as they could on defense on us. I mean, all up on us to prepare. And, yeah, it feels good that it paid off.
You hit a big three in the game. They had 2 threes in the ball game, but one really helped solidify a little run that you guys were on after they had come back to tie it. You guys, it was 19-19. You guys went on a 9-point run. I think your three was in amongst that little spurt there. You got the ball, no fear, shoot it up there. I know that's the way you guys all kind of approach it, but your thoughts on that shot, and when you saw it go in, how did it feel?
Well, I normally don't shoot threes, not until this year, and I haven't really been shooting the greatest, so it was quite a relief to see it go in, and it definitely made me feel more confident.
Well, I know that Brian was saying during the week about you that you're not afraid to take it into the paint. You've worked your way from a role player into a starting role in the program, and just not afraid to take big shots. I guess that's what a senior's supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
Well, I want to get your thoughts on a couple players today on your team. Bryn Calvelich, she had a great game, and she was also just attacking the rim with abandon. What's it like playing with her, and how did you assess her effort?
Oh, I'm really proud of her. She's such a great teammate. She works twice as hard as anyone else, and I mean, as a freshman, it takes a lot to come in with that kind of confidence.
Yeah, Nicole Nesby, back to the basket player, kind of a throwback post player, has all the moves down low. She scored 16 today, had 6 rebounds, and she's always a great option to throw it down low, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love Nicole. She works so hard, and she definitely is our pressure release. I can always rely on her.
You guys won the state final a year ago. Lauren Achmoody was obviously the focal point of the offense, but I know Coach was saying that you guys came into this year not complacent, wanting to kind of show what this senior class is capable of. What is it capable of, and how do you guys approach that and kind of keep the pressure off your backs as far as the idea of another state championship? But how have you guys approached it this year?
Like I said, we've worked twice as hard to replace Lauren on offense and just keep the same mentality as we did last year.
All right, Kendall, you're on the OH Report. Appreciate all the great thoughts. Great game today. You can give some shout-outs right now if you like.
I want to give a shout-out to Coach Schrader.
All right, the one and only Brian Schrader. Great job. Lauren, thanks a lot for the visit. Good luck in the regional.
Thank you.
All right, that is our MVP of today's ball game, senior guard of the Columbus Grove Bulldogs, Kendall Pulte.
Running a small business isn't easy. Between work, family, and everything else, there's just not enough time in the day. Websites, Google, reviews, it all matters, but it shouldn't slow you down. That's where TMS Plus comes in. We make digital marketing easy, affordable, and effective. Sign up for TMS Plus Digital Essentials and get a free 1-month half-page ad in Town Money Saver magazine. TMS Plus. Easy, affordable, effective.
One more time back here at Shelby High School, wrapping it up for this district final. We thank all of our great hosts here at Shelby, led by Pat Lewis, the athletic director at Shelby, and all of his staff. We thank the coaches and players putting on a great show today. Columbus Grove wins it by a final score of 49-34 in this Division VI district final. Special thanks to Adam Thompson on a job well done as our director and producer on site. Jeremy Peoples on camera. And for my partner, Abram Capel, it's David Wilson now saying goodbye from Shelby, Ohio. We thank you for watching high school basketball. This has been a presentation of the OH Report. All rights reserved. BS Media Productions, copyright 2026. We'll talk to you next time with more high school tournament hoops.